Namaste children, welcome to today's math class. So we were discussing about the 7th chapter, congruence of triangles. In the last class we discussed what is congruency, what are congruent objects, what are congruent line segments and what are congruent angles. Finally we studied about congruent triangles. Now we are going to study in this class criteria for congruence of triangles. Criteria for congruence of triangles. So here we have a few criteria are there where we can say the two triangles are congruent triangles. Among them the first one is yes congruency criterion, where S stands for side. So this as side congruency criterion, or simply it is yes congruency criteria. So what SSS congruency criteria, it states that if under a given correspondence the three sides of one triangle are equal to the three corresponding sides of another triangle. So what are corresponding sides? We have studied in the previous class. So then the two triangles are congruent triangles. So what this statement states that under a given correspondence, if the three sides of one triangle are equal to the three corresponding sides of another triangle. What are corresponding sides? When we place one triangle over the other triangle, then we have seen which vertices will fall on which vertex, which side will fall along which side of the first triangle. So those sides which are overlapping with each other, when we place the one triangle over the other, such sides are known as corresponding sides and such angles are known as corresponding angles. So here the statement says that the three sides of one triangle are equal to three corresponding sides of another triangle, then the triangles are congruent triangles. Now in triangle ABC and triangle PQR, you consider these two triangles. See here, bring this triangle PQR and place it on this triangle ABC. We will find P will coincide with A, or Q will fall on B, or will fall on C. That means PQ will fall along the side AB, the side QR will fall along the side BC, on the side PR will fall along the side AC. Therefore, the sides AB and PQ are one pair of corresponding sides. Similarly, BC and QR is the other pair of corresponding sides. Then the AC and PR will form the third pair of corresponding sides, whereas angle A and angle P, angle B and angle Q, angle C and angle R will form the three pairs of corresponding angles. So now in this triangle, so here the side AB is equals to side PQ, side AB is equals to side PQ, and side BC is equals to side QR, side BC is equals to side QR. On the side AC, that is length of AC is equals to length of PR, that is S. Here S stands for side. So now by S congruency, we can say therefore triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR. So what is the congruency criteria we use here to prove these two triangles are congruent triangles? That it is yes congruency criteria. Congruency criterion, SSS congruency criterion we use. That is, the three sides of triangle ABC are respectively equal to three corresponding sides of triangle PQR. This criterion is known as yes congruency criterion. Next we will discuss yes congruency criterion. Now we will discuss an example for SSS congruency criterion. In triangles ABC and PQR, you are given two triangles ABC and PQR such that AB is equals to 3.5 centimeter, BC is equals to 7.1 centimeter, and AC is equals to 5 centimeters. Similarly, PQ is 7.1 centimeter and PR is 3.5 centimeters and QR is 5 centimeters. 5 centimeters. Examine whether the two triangles are congruent or not. Using the SSS congruence. Here we know the three sides of two triangles we know. So which criterion we can use? Yes, we may use yes congruency criteria to prove that these two triangles are congruent triangles. You see here the length of AB. See, observe the measurements. 3.5 centimeter, 3.5 centimeter is there. 7.1 centimeter and PQ is 1.1 centimeter. AC is 5 centimeter and QR is 5 centimeters is there. Here the lengths of the three sides of one triangle respectively are equal to three corresponding sides of another triangle PQR. Therefore, we can say that these two triangles are congruent triangles. Congruent triangles. Now observe which sides are equal. So now in triangle ABC and triangle PQR, ABC and triangle PQR, that is length of AB 3.5 centimeters is equals to length of what it is? PR. Length of AB is equals to length of PR, that is how much it is? 3.5 centimeters. What we can use here? Side. It is related to side. Yes. Then the length of BC is equals to how much it is? 7.1 centimeter and the length of PQ is equals to 7.1 centimeter. That is BC is equals to PQ, that is 7.1 centimeter. Again it is one more side from the two triangles. The third side AC is there here. So AC is equals to 5 centimeters and QR is equals to 5 centimeters. AC is equals to QR, that is equals to 5 centimeters. That is the three sides of triangle ABC are respectively equal to the three corresponding sides of triangle PQR. Now which two triangles are here the congruent triangles we need to identify. So here when we place this what it is triangle PQR and keep it on the triangle ABC, we will find R will coincide with A and P will coincide with B and Q will coincide with C. Q will coincide with C. Therefore, here what? A is related to what? R and B is in correspondence to P and C is in correspondence to R. This is Q. C is in correspondence to Q. So like this we need to identify the which correspondence. Now from this correspondence we can write which triangles are congruent. Therefore triangle ABC is congruent to triangle RPQ. Triangle RPQ. So like this we will identify which two triangles are congruent triangles. See, as I told, we have taken PQR triangle but we got RPQ. So here the order of the letters will give you the correspondence. That is, A will fall on R, B will fall on P, C will fall on Q. So therefore under which congruency criterion these two triangles are congruent triangles? That is side, side, side. Which congruency criteria? It is yes, 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 yes. Congruency criteria. Congruence criterion. So like this we can prove the two triangles are congruent triangles or not. Is it clear, children? Now the second congruency criteria, it is SAS, side, angle, side. SAS, S stands for side, A stands for angle. SAS congruence criterion. So what is it? States that if under a given correspondence, then the two sides and their included angle of one triangle. See here, included angle means the angle formed by those two sides. Included angle means the angle formed by those two sides. For example, let side AB and BC are two sides. Here B is the angle formed by these two sides. C is the angle formed by the two sides BC and AC. A is the angle formed by the two sides AB and AC. That means in a triangle, if two sides and their included angle of one triangle are equal to two corresponding sides and their included angle of another triangle, are equal, then the two triangles are congruent triangles. For example, here it is AB is equals to PQ and BC is equals to QR. So AB and PQ is one pair of corresponding sides. BC and QR is the other pair of corresponding sides. Now what is the angle made by these two sides in triangle ABC? It is B and here it is Q. If these two angles are equal, then side angle side by SAS congruency, that these two triangles are congruent triangles. That is AB is equals to PQ, that is side, and angle B is equals to angle Q, that is angle, and it is BC is equals to QR, that is side. Side angle side SAS. Therefore, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR. Under which congruency criterion it is? SAS congruency criterion. Congruency criterion. Congruency criterion. Congruency criterion. SAS congruency criterion. So like this, I have taken here AB and BC sides. We also can take any two sides, AB and AC, PQ and PR also we can take. If we take AB and AC, PQ and PR, then which is the included angle? Angle A and angle B. Then by SAS congruency, the two triangles are congruent triangles. Similarly, we can take other two sides BC and AC, the included angle is C. QR and PR, the included angle is R. Then we can say that the two triangles are congruent triangles by SAS congruency criterion. Now here we have an example on SAS congruency criterion. Check whether two triangles ABC and triangle DEF are congruent or not. Given AB is equals to 7 centimeters, BC is equals to 5 centimeters, and their included angle B is 50 degrees, and in triangle DEF, DE is 5 centimeters, EF is 7 centimeters, their included angle E is equals to 50 degrees. So we have, if you see this measurements, yes, that is BC is equals to 5 centimeters, DE is 5 centimeters. Therefore, this is one pair of corresponding sides, and AB is 7 centimeters, EF is 7 centimeters. That is another pair of corresponding sides. B is 50 degrees and E is 50 degrees. They are the included angles. Therefore, by side angle side, the two triangles are congruent triangles. Now, in triangle ABC and triangle DEF. So here AB is equals to EF, that is 7 centimeters side. Then angle B is equals to angle E, that is 50 degrees, that is angle, side angle. Now BC is equals to 5 centimeters, which is equals to what it is? DE. BC is equals to DE, that is 5 centimeters. Again side. Side angle side. Side angle side. Therefore, these two triangles are congruent triangles. So, under which correspondence, that is we need to identify. Here, under this, when we bring this and when we superimpose on this, that is triangle DEF, and if you place on triangle ABC, A will coincide with F, B will coincide with E, and C will coincide with D. Therefore, here A is in correspondence to F, B is in correspondence to E, C is in correspondence to D. Therefore, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle FED. Triangle FED using SAS congruency criterion. SAS congruence criterion. Congruency criterion. SAS congruency criterion. Like this, we can prove these two triangles are congruent triangles. Clear? Next, we will discuss ASA congruency criterion. Now, the third congruency criterion is ASA congruency criterion. Angle, side angle. Angle, side angle. So, if under a correspondence, two angles and their included side of a triangle, two angles and their included side of one triangle are equal to two corresponding angles and their included side of another triangle, then the two triangles are congruent. So here included side means that is the side of the triangle where the two angles are formed. See here angle Q and angle R. So these two angles are there on the side QR. Therefore QR is the included side of angle Q and angle R. Similarly in triangle XYZ, consider angle Y and angle Z. On the side YZ. On the side YZ we have angle Y and angle Z. Therefore, we will call this side YZ is the included side of angle Y and Z. If we consider X and Z, XZ is the included side. If we consider angles X and Y, XY is the included side. So, what it states that ASA congruency criterion. Two angles and included side of one triangle are equal to two corresponding angles and their included side of another triangle, then the two triangles are congruent triangles. Now you see here the triangle PQR and it is XYZ. So we know here it is given angle Q is equals to angle Q is equals to angle R. Angle Q is equals to angle Y. See this. This is one angle and this is the other angle. Both are equal. Therefore, it is angle. And similarly, the side QR is equal to the side YZ. QR is equals to YZ. So, it is side. And then angle R is equals to angle Z. Angle R is equals to angle Z. That is A. So, now ASA. Angle, side, angle. Congruency, that two triangles are congruent triangles. Therefore, triangle PQR is congruent to triangle XYZ. So, which congruency criterion it is? ASA congruency criterion. Congruence criterion. Congruence criterion under ASA congruency criterion. So I have chosen this side QR. We can sometimes in problems we may find PQ is the included side, or sometimes we may find PR is the included side. If two angles and one side of a triangle are equal to, that is which side, included side of a triangle are equal to two corresponding angles and their included side of another triangle, then we can say that the two triangles are congruent triangles. So this is about ASA congruency criterion. Now we will discuss the last congruency criteria. It is RHS congruency criterion. R stands for right angle, H stands for hypotenuse, S stands for side. Right angle, hypotenuse and side. Right angle, hypotenuse and side. Congruency criterion. This congruency criterion, in which kind of triangles we will find, children? Yes, it is in right angle triangles only we will find. Why? Because the hypotenuse, the term hypotenuse is related to the right angle triangle. What is hypotenuse of a right angle triangle? The longest side of the right angle triangle, or the side which is opposite to right angle of a triangle, is known as hypotenuse. Now, this congruency criterion we use to prove two right angle triangles are congruent or not. Then what it states that if under a correspondence the hypotenuse on one side of a right angle triangle, the hypotenuse on one side of a right angled triangle are respectively equal to the hypotenuse on one side of another right angle triangle, then the two triangles are congruent. So here, why we call this as the RHS? Because right angle is there in the right angled triangle. That's why we are not using the word right angle. We are using the word right angled triangle. So it states that if under a correspondence the hypotenuse on one side of a right angled triangle are respectively equal to the hypotenuse on one side, this one side is what? The corresponding side of another right angled triangle, then the two triangles are congruent triangles. So here let us consider two right angle triangles, triangle ABC and triangle PQR. So ABC. So angle B is equals to 90 degrees. Now in this right angle triangle, which is the hypotenuse? Yes, it is AC is the hypotenuse. AC is the hypotenuse, as the side is opposite to right angle, as the side AC is opposite to right angle, then AC is known as the hypotenuse. Then we call the two sides AB and BC are the perpendicular sides, or they are also known as legs of the right angle triangle. And consider one more right angle triangle. Let this right angle triangle is PQR. And it is R. So angle Q is equals to 90 degrees. Here angle B is equals to angle Q, that is right angle, and length of AC is equals to length of PR, two hypotenuse of the two triangles. And consider the side AB and PQ. AB and PQ, these are the two corresponding sides, not AB and QR. AB is equals to PQ, BC will be equals to QR if they are congruent triangles. Now we can apply in these two triangles. It is angle B is equals to angle Q, that is 90 degrees right angle. R stands for right angle. Then length of the hypotenuse AC is equals to length of the hypotenuse PR, that is what it is? Hypotenuse. H stands for hypotenuse, and the side AB is equals to the side PQ of triangle PQR, that is side. RHS, right angle, hypotenuse and side. Therefore triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR. Triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR. Under which congruency criterion? Yes, it is RHS congruency criterion. So under RHS congruency criterion, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR. So for one right angle triangle, we will have only one hypotenuse and only one right angle. So this congruency criterion is RHS congruency criterion. So purely we use this congruency criterion to prove the right angle triangles are congruent or not, to check or to examine or to verify. So today what we discussed, it is congruency criterion. So is our topic, today's topic. It is SAS congruency criterion, SAS congruency SAS congruency criterion, ASA congruency criterion, and the final it is RHS congruency criterion. SAS congruency means if under a given correspondence the three sides of one triangle are equal to three corresponding sides of another triangle, then the two triangles are congruent triangles. SAS congruency criterion, the second one. If under a given correspondence the two sides of one triangle and their included angle of a triangle are equal to two corresponding sides and their included angle of another triangle, then the two triangles are congruent triangles. Then the two triangles are congruent triangles. The third one, it is ASA congruency criterion. That is, if under a given correspondence two angles of a triangle and their included side of a triangle are equal to two corresponding angles and their corresponding side, that is included side of another triangle, then the two triangles are congruent triangles. The fourth one is RHS congruency criterion. So under a given correspondence, the hypotenuse and one side of a right angle triangle are respectively equal to hypotenuse and its corresponding side of another right angle triangle, then the two triangles are congruent triangles. Be careful children, you should understand the statements, remember the statements, and we will apply these statements in solving the problems. So in the next class we will discuss exercise number 7.2 using this congruency criterion. Is it clear children? Thank you very much.